fool ya. Let me school you, screaming thug life, nigga. Screaming thug life. I'm telling you, I'm losing it. Oh shit, you don't know I got it, Glock, got it, Glock, got it, Glock. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm losing it. Buster, and when my Glock come, I'm plotting ass rotten motherfucker. You don't know I got it, Glock, got it, Glock, got it, Glock, got it, Glock. Every nigga I'm about drop two cops. Lord help me, save me. Mama keep praying for a young motherfucker.
Terence Bud Crawford, Showtime, Shawn Porter. Two of the best welterweights in the world have been ordered by the WBO to fight each other in a much needed fight to see exactly what Terence Crawford is made out of. Because let's be honest here, Crawford, although considered by many as the #1 fighter in the world, his resume, especially at 147, is very, very weak. So he needs this more than Porter does. Crawford says, and I quote, "I've been begging for a real challenge for years. All the so-called elite welterweights, Errol Spence, have shown no interest in fighting me. Now one of them is finally being forced to. I'll show once again why I'm the best pound for pound fighter in the world. Be ready." To me, this statement is saying that Crawford himself acknowledges that his resume is very weak at 147 and he is finally starting to get the big name fights. Now we know how much Bud has been chasing and clamoring to get Errol Spence in the ring, and I don't want to make it seem like Spence is ducking, but he's in no hurry to fight Crawford. He's talking about horses. He did secure a fight with Pacquiao, so I'll give him a pass this time. And if both Crawford and Spence win their fights, it will become much more enticing. But let's get back to Porter and Crawford. This fight excites me. I'm finally happy that Crawford is having a meaningful fight, and I believe this fight will be extremely competitive. Every fight Porter has lost has been a dogfight. His fight with Thurman, definitely one of the best fights I've ever seen. He's never been in a fight which I personally consider boring. He comes to fight. Porter presents a style that's difficult for anyone that's put in front of him. Whether you're a pure boxer, a technical fighter, a come-forward fighter, it's never easy. He never makes it easy. Crawford is going to go through hell to get this win. If he gets this win, do not be shocked if Porter wins this fight. His style is a nightmare for a guy like Terence Crawford. Porter can fight. You can argue all his losses could have went his way. A lot of people believe he beat Thurman. Some feel he should have gotten the nod against Spence and Kell Brook. Now, we all know Bud can make the adjustments, but I think Porter will be a guy he just won't be able to adjust to, and he will be forced to come forward, bite down on the mouthpiece, and go to war. If Bud is going to win this fight, he's going to have to force Shawn to fight going backwards and put pressure on Shawn. I'm not sure if he can outbox him, but he definitely can hurt Shawn Porter. Shawn's a big welterweight, and he's a dog. He will put pressure on Bud like no one else has. Now, let's talk about what I think each guy should do to win, aka the keys to victory. For Crawford, I believe he shouldn't come out in his southpaw stance, stay right-handed, orthodox. Show Porter you're ready for a dogfight. Try to tire him out by moving around, making him chase you around. We all know that Porter loves to chase guys around. And in the middle rounds, hands up, come forward, start attacking the body, start landing your shots until he eventually gives in the exact same way that you did to Mean Machine. Now, easier said than done, of course. Bud could surprise us and outbox Shawn, although I doubt it. Now, let's see what Porter must do to win. I think he needs to stay in Crawford's face, make him uncomfortable, body shots, and just be in Shawn Porter. Make Crawford as uncomfortable as possible, and just fight your fight. The regular Shawn Porter that we see, the wild guy who comes in, bullying, bulldozing his way in, that is the way I believe he can beat Terence Crawford. I think this fight is going to show us what Terence Crawford is made of. Either he's a dog or he's overrated, overhyped at 147 pounds. We all know he had a great 140-pound resume, but at 147, it's not there yet. If Crawford wins this fight, he will no longer be questioned at 147. He'll be legitimate. But if he loses this fight, all you're going to hear is overhyped, overrated, yada, yada, yada. I believe Terence Crawford has the ability to win this fight. He just has to show more dog, than Shawn Porter, and that is 100% easier said than done. Even Errol Spence had a hard time doing it, but he got it done. Let's see if Crawford can do the same. Now, my final prediction is I'm going with my guy, Terence Crawford, to win this fight, and I believe he will do it by stoppage. Call me crazy, because even Spence wasn't able to stop Shawn Porter, but I have faith in him, and I believe he can get it done.